Okay, so let's take a look at reverse abdominal breathing. In normal breathing, we expand the abdomen and belly out as we inhale. And as we exhale, our abdomen collapses in. In reverse abdominal breathing, we're doing the opposite. And I believe the idea in this practice is to build the qi in the abdomen, to get the movement going in the lower Shadantien area so that it activates the qi, it gets the flow going. And as we inhale in this practice, the abdomen draws in. So it's not that we just inhale and push it out, but it's a slow inhale, taking it slowly in, as if it's coming in just a couple inches below the navel, about 2 fingers rather. It's drawing in, and we're breathing in, and it causes the diaphragm to lift up a little bit. Okay? And then as we exhale, it's as if the diaphragm is pushing down and the abdomen expands out a little. So you don't have to do this in a exaggerated way. You can do it in a slow and relaxed way, drawing in the abdomen as you breathe in. So just drawing in. Feel right below the navel. You're drawing in and expanding as you breathe in the diaphragm. And then as you exhale, breathing out, slowly expanding the abdomen to the navel area, to the lower abdomen. When you do this practice, you don't want to use a lot of muscularization. You want it to be relaxed. You don't want to tighten too much. And we should use the 6 breath techniques as well. Breathing slow, long, smooth, soft, even, silent as you go in, and then the same as you're going out, keeping it even and steady. And eventually we slow it down. But you want to find your natural rhythm. You don't want it to slow down too fast. As you advance, you can do 4 to 6 cycles per minute. So 6 cycles per minute is 10 seconds per cycle. 1 cycle is approximately 5 seconds in and 5 seconds out. Okay, so that's 1 cycle of 10 seconds per breath, because there are 6 of those in a minute. Then you can slow it down to 15-second cycles, where you do 4 cycles per minute. And that would be about 7.5 approximate seconds in and 7.5 out. You don't have to make it equal, but you want to try to make it as even as possible. And it's important when you're doing this to try to stress to do it slower. It should be a relaxed evolution where you start gaining more ability to breathe slow after expanding your lung capacity. So if you try to do it too fast, like I want to go very, very slow, but it's stressing you, it's going to cause some tension. So when you're breathing in, it's almost as if you're filling up from the abdomen, as if the breath is coming in here. It's as if Shadantien is receiving the breath and is expanding up here. And then it's as if you're breathing out, pressing down, compacting the energy. And we'll go into that a little bit with Qi Chen Shadantien. But basically you're breathing out, compacting the energy, the qi, as if the breath is going down into the abdomen. And at the same time, it's expanding a little bit. And now it's contracting in. Again, not too tight, just a little lifting, breathing in and breathing out. And then later you can go to 2 or 3 breaths per cycle. So 3 breaths per cycle would be 20-second cycles, approximately 10 seconds in, 10 seconds out. And then as you build up, you can get to 2 breaths per cycle, which is about 15 seconds in and 15 seconds out. So again, don't progress too fast, progress naturally. And then You can learn to do this breathing in coordination with a lot of Qigong practices, and you'll find that it'll build your Qi. It'll build your Qi in the lower abdomen. And that's where we can store an infinite amount of Qi, apparently. We can store an abundance of Qi, rather. You can breathe in and store that energy so you have that battery reserve. And this is a way to build that Qi. Breathing in, drawing in the abdomen up, slowly breathing out, expanding, breathing down to Sha Dan Tian. So that's reverse abdominal breathing. Now let's talk about the benefits of reverse abdominal breathing. So this type of breathing, along with the 6 breath regulations, is the key to building Qi in the body. So why does reverse abdominal breathing build Qi in the body? The reason is when we draw in the lower abdomen as we breathe in, we draw in Sha Dan Tian just below the navel, the diaphragm comes up a little. We breathe in, it goes up a little, and that stimulates the lower lung. Okay? So normal breathing doesn't necessarily stimulate the lower lung, and sometimes if we draw in the breath even hard, we don't take in enough oxygen because it tightens up. And with the reverse abdominal breathing, it helps us to do the 6 breathing techniques, and it stimulates the lower lung. Okay? And as that happens, we build a larger lung capacity. And a lot of people have trouble with the lower lungs, like health troubles actually, they may not even be aware that something is going on. So we're actually giving an internal massage by pulling in the diaphragm gently and pushing out down to the abdomen as we breathe out, breathing in, stimulating it. And then it'll not only prevent many health issues, but it'll remove toxins from the body, from the lungs, and it will get rid of mental stress. So one of the things I have learned is that if the diaphragm expands about 1/3 of an inch, we take in 6% more oxygen, okay? And practicing reverse abdominal breathing, the diaphragm can expand up to 2.75 inches. And that means that we can take in up to 50% more oxygen. Practicing reverse abdominal breathing is amazing for health benefits. So reverse abdominal breathing can prevent many health issues by removing toxins and relieving physical and mental stress in the body. And to begin with, you may be doing 4 to 6 cycles per minute. One cycle is an inhale and an exhale. And eventually, you can build your lung capacity and get to, say, 2 or 3 cycles a minute. So if you slow the breath down, you'll have less cycles per minute. But again, I say, don't push. You have to go slowly and naturally. If you try to jump the gun, then it creates that tension, and you don't have the effects you want. So ironically, by taking your time and naturally developing your breathing to go more and more, you'll progress even further.